All right, I got impatient of holding the camera and doing this all by myself. I went ahead and took off this cover, took off the plate with those 4 screws on each side, took that little cover off of the front wheel housing area. Just comes off with a couple screws, but when I thought it was the tensioner and or the belt, because that's what the most common problem is. If you look down here, this wheel spins freely. It has a spring connected to it, but there's nothing wrong with this. I'm probably going to go ahead and replace it anyway since I have the part. However, do yourself a favor and take it apart and troubleshoot first, because I found out the problem. This rear wheel is completely shredded. It stopped spinning, so that squeaky noise when this rubber was meeting the drum right here, you can see this really thick black mark going around, and that's because the wheel stopped spinning and then it just started to burn that rubber off. So that wheel is shot. There's no way I can save that. Even if I pull this clip off and try to find a way to lubricate it, it'll just make a thumping noise because obviously it's not true round anymore. So when you go ahead and look at the stuff up on the internet, you have an option of getting 4 new wheels, a belt, this belt right here, and the tensioner wheel down there. Now this manufacturer, when it was first manufactured, they're not that stable. It's not that good of a pulley or a wheel. So they've actually stopped selling that particular one with Samsung. And you can order an upgraded one that actually has ball bearings encased. So it's much smoother. So I still think I'm going to replace that. It's a real simple screw you take out from down there, pop that thing off and make sure the spring goes back on. But I really wish I would have spent just a few more dollars and got the 4 wheels, because this is absolutely shot. So now I'm going to have to go order these wheels, and I'll be back and show you how to install the wheels, clean everything up. It obviously has a lot of burnt rubber down there. I'm surprised that smell didn't come out and have me know that something was rubbing or friction. I'm going to go ahead and replace at least those 2 back wheels. The ones that are on the front are perfectly fine, and that is on this thing right here that comes off. And these wheels spin freely. There's no problem with the wheels. So those things are just fine. However, I think I'm just going to go ahead and replace them. It's a simple bolt right there. You take that bolt off, and then the whole thing just comes right out, and you take those little clips off, and then you replace the wheel, put the bolts back on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to pick up on this video when I get the new wheels in, and to be continued.